Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I just want to make a real quick announcement here before we get into this week's video, and that announcement is that the Thirsty Thursday live stream is actually going to be tomorrow night, Thursday, July 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you follow along with the live streams, you know they are normally the last Thursday of the month, but due to a schedule conflict this month, I had to bump it up a little bit. I didn't want to cancel it altogether because I know some of you really enjoy that. I enjoy it myself, and so I wanted to make sure we still had one this month, but it's going to be a week earlier. So you'll see it tomorrow night right here on the Firewood at the Furnace channel, and I hope to see you there. We'll get into today's video now. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Well, here we are again back in the truck on a cloudy, muggy, hot day, summer day in Maryland, and we're heading up the road about 15 miles today, because tree service has given me another telephone call and they're getting me another load of wood. This is going to be a dead standing oak tree. It's been dead for about 3 years, and the owner of the tree service said that if I was in the firewood business, I'd be taking this wood for myself. So he did send me a picture of the tree. The crane is on the job today, taking the tree down piece by piece because it's in between a couple of structures. But we're going to get up here. I'll let you see some of the crane operations, let you see the firewood logs that we're getting the top out of this oak tree, and see how much we can bring back to the yard. So stick around. Here we are at the job site. There's the big oak tree that they're taking down, the standing dead oak tree. And there's a pile of logs over here that are perfect firewood. I might have hit the firewood jackpot. I'll show you what I got. So here's the firewood that I'm getting. He's got it all nice and stacked up here, long straight sections. Look at all this oak. They're going to he's up there rigging up the rest of the main part of the tree right now. They're going to cut that down in sections. The big wood stays here. But all this gets loaded on the dump trailer, and they're going to load it with the crane. So as soon as they get this down, I'll reposition the camera, set it up, and you can watch all these logs get loaded on the dump trailer with the crane for the first time. Never been loaded by the crane. We should be able to set them in there nice and straight, stack them up really good so we can get everything in there nice. So right now they're going to take the tree down in sections. This crane, when it's picking off the back like that with the boom extended, lifts realistically about 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. It can lift up to 10,000 pounds, but when you're extended over the rear end of the crane like that, he likes to keep it around 5,000 or 6,000. So they'll cut this off in sections, and as it comes down, he actually has a way inside the crane to weigh the piece of wood. And here at the end, I'll give you a little synopsis of how much each of these sections of this heavy oak actually weighed. first piece that he dropped is 4,700 pounds. And the piece that he's dropping now, I'm going to say, is probably a little more. They cut it a little shorter than the first piece just because of how big it is. The crane is able to actually weigh the piece of wood when he picks it. So I'm curious to see what this second piece is going to be. But operating that crane, definitely a precision, nerve-wracking job. Guess we'll see what that one weighed. Just under 5,000 pounds for that piece. Load some firewood with the crane. I'm going to do the rigging. Crane's going to do the loading. Guess I didn't hook to the middle too good, did I?
Well, it's good because you can control the front end. You can lay it down.
Okay. Well, I'd say it's quite the load. It's going to be very heavy to pull, and I'm really hoping it dumps it. But it's about 15 miles from home, so I wanted to get as much on there as I could. I know I'm heavy, but it's a nice load of oak, so let's get down the road. All right, so we're back at the yard, and the big question of the day is, will it dump? It's quite the load. It was a standing dead tree, but it's still pretty dense, and I haven't checked the moisture content, but I would venture to say that it's going to be next year's wood at the earliest. The bark's not falling off of it yet, but it was standing dead, but I'm not really sure how long it had been dead. So I've got the remote, and we're going to find out together right now if it will dump. A little struggle there in the beginning, but it's going. I've never had a problem with this trailer dumping yet. I've had a couple heavier loads on it. I'm not sure if this is quite the heaviest, but if it's not, it's really close. And as long as the battery's charged, I've never really had a problem with it dumping. There it is. That log hit the camera. Can't tell if this log right here that rolled out hit you or not. Guess we'll see in the footage. Well, as quick as we got the yard cleaned up a few weeks ago, we've now got a yard full of logs. Got some nice oak here. We got that load of walnut. There's a little bit of ash and a little bit more oak over there. Got a pile of oak there to stack and some cherry here still to split and stack. So the bundle stand got wiped out again yesterday, so I refilled that last night. But we're gonna get started on this walnut and this oak here real soon. Like I said in last week's video, we're cutting for next year. So what's here for this year is here, and I would imagine sales. Well, I'm already getting calls for winter heating wood already, starting to trickle in. But I would imagine here in the next month or so, people are really going to be starting to place their orders. So first time today to be loaded by the crane. You can load several big long. We were cutting those as close to 14 foot as we could because that's how long the trailer is. So we load a few of them at a time. Putting straps around the logs is a little more tedious, but they didn't have the mini there on that job site today. So the crane was the next best option to load the trailer, and I think it worked out well. Got a nice load of oak. There's at least a cord here, probably a little bit over a cord of wood once we get it processed, and I'm looking forward to getting that done because it's some good looking wood. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel, and we will see you next time.